Ernie, just a couple of things on team issues. First of all, Roy Krishna, what's his availability for Friday night?
He's on a plane as we speak, and he arrives in Auckland 12:30. Then he flies straight down here and he goes straight to our physio and has massage and gets pampered, and then we'll know whether he's capable of game time or not. I'm assuming he'll be available for some game time. I'm just not sure how long. I don't think he'll be able to play 90 minutes. But we've got Corbina and we've got Blake Powell, and I'm also going to pull into the squad one of our reserve team players, Joel Stevens.
So just on, if Roy can't play 90, would the temptation be to start him and see how he goes, or to bring him off the bench?
Generally, players like to start. The trouble is, if you bring him on, say at half-time, and he's not capable of lasting, you're putting him on, then you've got to take him off, and you're using it as substitution. So generally, if he's in pretty good condition, he'll start, yes.
Apart from Roy, the only other guy from the starting 11 last week who's not here is Michael McGlinchey. Is Blake Powell a swap in there?
Yep, Blake, that's exactly what will happen, and then we'll configure our front three depending on how we think we can exploit the Adelaide defence.
What about at the back? I see Justin Gully was sort of taking a limited part. Is he okay?
Justin, that was his first start. I thought he was outstanding, and he was up against a very speedy player who didn't beat him for pace, and as a precaution, he and the old guy, Ben Sigmund, are just having a bit of a relax today and getting physio, but both of them should be fine for the game.
It's been a big off-field drive to get people to this game for obvious reasons. Do you feel an extra bit of pressure to deliver on the field for what's looking like a big crowd?
I feel that this is a must-win game, but then I feel that every single game is a must-win game, and that's the attitude we have at the club, so no one should feel extra pressure because it's about 27 rounds of football. And the good thing is our boys were extremely disappointed with a draw away at the Mariners, and to me that indicates a really good attitude. Away from home, second game on the road, coming off a 3-0 loss, and our boys are really disappointed they didn't win, and I think that's the sort of culture we need.
Adelaide United are a team who've had their worst ever start to an A-League season. Do you consider them to be a dangerous opponent?
I think every team in this league is capable of beating every other team, and some of the results have shown that already, with Newcastle beating Victory, for example. So no team can be taken lightly. Adelaide's got good players. We're at home. We'll have an attacking team, an attacking mindset. There are a lot of teams now are going at our flanks, so we'll cope with that. But I think it'll be a real challenge playing against Adelaide, but they play open football. And I think if we get a massive crowd, which I'm looking forward to, it'll be a really entertaining game, and it's a game that we want to win.
Speaking of the massive crowd, you must have seen all the banners and scarves around town. Have you ever seen anything like that?
I've never, in 30 years of coaching, I've never seen anything like the support for the Next. The boys went into a coffee shop in Terrigal, and up on the blackboard was Save the Next. Watched television, a Stuttgart Bundesliga game, and in the crowd it was Save the Next. Did anyone see that in a Bundesliga game? So I'm tipping that in Glasgow they've got Save the Next.
You're saying it's not a distraction, but it must be hard with everyone saying that, just not to think about it at all?
I think it's pulling the club, the players, the members and supporters together really well. I mean, look at this drive for a Friday night game at Westpac. It's really quite exciting. I think the whole thing is, if anything, has been a benefit to our club, provided it works out well, and I'm tipping it's going to work out well.
Will having one big crowd do that much, do you think? It's...
No, come on, if that big black cloud following you today, you're up on the wrong side of the bed. I think it's a very exciting game. Let's look forward to that game and then worry about the rest afterwards.
What did you make of Frank Lowy's comments yesterday about rebranding the club to become the New Zealand Phoenix? Do you have a view?
I have no comment on that. I'll leave that to our very capable Wellnix ownership group and our board.
Have they spoken to you, Ernie? Have they sat down and had a chat to the players?
Rob Morrison has always kept me informed of what's going on, and I've kept the players informed of fundamentals, and we'll leave the details for our chairman to work out.
But he hasn't sat down with you as a group?
The chairman?
Yeah.
Yes, he has. The chairman has spoken to all the players at length last week. In fact, he's been terrific at passing on information and keeping everyone in the loop.
Would it be a shame to see more games taken on the road though, away from Wellington?
I'm not getting into what if and all the negatives that you can think up, you guys in the media. We're just going to win games starting this week.
You said earlier this week that you're pretty confident this licence is coming. How much more confident are you now?
I'm super confident now.